Hi there. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to play around with some paint. I hope you'll join me. My channel's name is Casey's Way, and I hope if you're enjoying it, you'll share with your friends. The content I'm creating is just from the heart. I'm not trained or anything. I'm just self-taught. I enjoy using watercolor, acrylic. I do photography as well. So I just learn as I go. I'll ask questions to other people and I just play around a little bit, and I hope you'll enjoy the content that I'm creating. Today I'm just going to try out this set. I've used it before. As you can see, I use the top of it as my palette often, and this one is Artist Loft, and I find these are actually very good watercolor paints. Actually, this set, you can get it in watercolor, but this set is acrylic paint. Today I'm going to use acrylic. I have been using watercolor a lot lately, so I thought today I would play around with this set. The reason I chose this one today is because they're actually metallic. And it has a lot of really nice colors in it. It has copper ones, it has gold, it has a really nice metallic green, metallic black, white, blue, silver, purple, pink, strawberry red, metallic yellow, and bronze. So I'm just going to play around with these today, see what we can come up with. I thought today, I just wanted to relax a little bit. It's Sunday today, and I just wanted to relax. I'm going to tape this off, and I thought it would be nice to try and do some small paintings all on one page and see what I can come up with. So I just have a little clipboard here. The paper that I chose today was from my Canon book. It's you just tear it out, and it's very, very thick. And so you can use a lot of water on it, especially if you're using watercolors. And it's very smooth. It does have a texture on it a little bit, but it's more of a flat texture. So it will actually be really good for acrylic paint. I'm just going to go ahead and tape this off. You can do any pattern you want. If you're following along to me, just take some time to relax and let your mind wander. And you can tape it off any way you want. This is just painter's tape that I'm using. It's actually a fun part of the process, just taping off your painting. So they're going to be kind of, I guess, triangle shapes. What I was just fussing about was the end of the tape. I wanted to make sure it went right off the page for each. So when I'm painting, it doesn't get a stop on the edge, I guess. Let's say. As I'm in my studio, I just have some background music on to relax with today. I just tried to choose something that didn't have any ads. I chose some guitar music, which is quite nice. And if you like, you could comment below. It'd be great to tell me how you taped off your piece of artwork that you're working on. Is it squares, rectangles? And do you have a preference? Are you trying something new or have you done it before? This is actually something new to me. I've never taped one off like what I'm doing today anyways. So it should be kind of interesting to see how it turns out. I think I'm actually gonna tape off. I guess maybe I should have taped off the square edge first, but I never really thought about it. Just to give like a frame around it. Maybe if you're lucky, you'll see my dog Loki join us today. He's wandering around. I very often will have a glass of water while I'm painting, which is nice, but today just felt like a cozy kind of a day, and so I chose to have a coffee. So, cheers! So here's how I taped off my paper. I actually did a border on the outside, which I should have done first, I guess. And then I just did crisscrosses all over it. And so I'm just going to do little paintings in each of them. I'm going to try not to think about it too much. Something that I kind of struggle with. I think I'm pretty kind of detailed when I paint and do things. So I have a hard time just letting things flow. And very often I am looking at some sort of a reference photo. So I just have some random paint brushes. I have my little jars. I have 2 jars of water. And I have a paint palette, which I'm just going to use the opposite side of this actually today. So I'm just going to put some dabs of color up here. I have a lot to fill in, so I'm just going to put a variety of colors and see what I can come up with. I think the metallic strawberry and copper are really nice. And the metallic green is really nice also. Bronze is nice. You have a blue. And silver. Gold. One thing I should mention, I often mention with watercolor about how you start from light and go to dark. So you're with a lot of water in your first step and then adding more and more layers of color. It's the opposite with acrylic. With acrylic, you go from dark to light. So whichever your light source is coming from will kind of be the last that you add on. So you can add on shading, you can add on white, you can add on like yellows or lighter colors in order to get the effect that you want, far and near or light and dark. I'm not going to put the white and black on yet. We'll do that last maybe. Okay. I think I'm just going to start painting some boxes with some color. So I'm starting with the metallic green. The brush size I'm using is number 10, Cotman Winsor & Newton, and it's a fat brush that goes really narrow at the end and very pointed. So it is a good one, it's versatile. This one's very soft and pliable. I've been using it a lot lately. What's neat with when you tape off your page is you can literally go over it and you'll get a nice edge. That's very light. I don't know if you can see. It's a very, I didn't put a lot of paint on it. I added water to it. So I didn't just dip into the paint and paint right on the page. I added some water to it. It does actually give kind of like a watercolor effect to it, which is really nice. I'm going to rinse my brush. I just have a paper towel, and so I can see that there's no color left on it. So I'm going to go and dip into totally different color, and I think I'm just going to go randomly right straight across each color that I did. And I'm going to add some water to it to make it less thick. That one I just kind of left some wavy lines in it. It adds a nice effect to it, be a nice background. Rinse my brush. I'm just going to go through. You can take some time to do that. This color I'm using now is the strawberry. We call it metallic strawberry. And wash my brush. The largest square in the middle, I'm doing yellow. And I think on this one I'm going to do some circle motions with it, with the paint, to give it a different effect. I'm just adding a bit more water into the paint. Those farm animals, if you hear them, it's in the music. It's definitely not in my room. I don't live on a farm. However, this summer when you see my videos, I will probably be recording from my trailer, and there are definitely farm animals near there. So look forward to that. That will be some good inspiration for painting. And photography, of course. Also, if you comment below, where do you get your inspiration from when you're painting? I'd love to know. Do you create your own, or do you look at other artists? Do you look to nature, things around the house? Does it just come right out of your brain? That is one thing I'm not gifted with. My son, on the other hand, he's a good artist and he just simply creates. Myself, I really have to usually have a reference photo or of something, whether it's my own photography or something I see online or in a book. Oftentimes I take my references from a book, especially if I'm doing birds. So next color I'm going to do is blue. My music paused. So with the blue, I'm just going up and down. And I can see with this paint, when I went around the edge, it is leaving a bit of a hard edge where your paintbrush went. I'm actually going to use a little bit more blue. Oh, I have some right here, so I'll take some more from here. I don't want that hard edge in the painting, so I'm going to add more blue. And actually, I'm just going to do random movement, so it gives you more of a look of clouds, I guess you could say. And when you're doing this, you don't have to be too fancy. I tend to fuss with things a bit. Next color we will do, I think we'll jump way over to this little one and grab some copper. Again, I'm just adding some water to the acrylic paint. Acrylic paint is very different than watercolor paint, which is what I've been using lately. So tonight's painting is very different for me. It's a nice change. So this is kind of looking like one of those windows with stained glass. It's pretty cool. Next, I'm going to do, what colors do I have left? Silver. I have black and white too. I'll do silver. And with that one, I just did some random movement to give it a bit of texture. Next, I have gold. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to go in circle motions with this one again. When I'm doing that, I just make sure to get along the edges of the tape. I don't really have a specific way of holding my brush either when I paint. Just however I feels right to me, whatever makes the paint move the way I want it to move. To me, that's just what art is. I know there's specific rules for specific things, for specific looks, styles, but for me, this is working. And for you, you'll find your style as well. So you can comment below as well. Is there a certain way you hold your paintbrush or you use your paintbrush? I'd love to hear. And don't dip your brush in your coffee. That wouldn't be so good. I think I've used all my colors now. Copper. Did we use copper? We used pink. I think we did use copper. Yes, we did. So we have black and white left. I don't want to leave it white. So I guess we'll use black, which will be interesting. Which black you don't have to use a lot of. Metallic black. So we'll see how different it is than flat black acrylic paint. And just make sure that there's no color in my brush first. I don't want it to be too thick. I'm going to add water to it. Thin it down. And here goes nothing. Oh, it's actually not that bad. And I'm just doing squiggle motions. Oh, that's nice actually. Okay. That is finished. It needs to dry. I got my paint dryer today. I should have brought it in my office with me. This is what we have. That dried really fast, actually. The other ones are dry. So what I'm going to do is just paint on the ones that are already dry. These ones will dry pretty quickly, I assume. We'll turn this around. I'm just thinking about if I should use my flat colored acrylic paints on these metallic ones or just continue to use metallic. So I guess we'll continue to use metallic, see what it turns out like. I'm going to turn down that music a little bit, it's quite loud. I'm going to switch paintbrushes. I think I'll use, this one's a different brand name, Royal and Lang Nickel Menta, and it's a number 4. You can use absolutely anything you want. I honestly don't have anything in mind. I just want to practice painting. So maybe we will start with a flower. So I just did an outline of a simple flower with rounded petals, and then I just added in just a tiny bit of detail, just dots here and there. And so that's what I have for my first one so far. So I'm just going to continue on painting, filling in my spaces from here. And I'd love for you to do the same thing and just enjoy the process of what you're doing. Just let your mind go easy, just wander. And if you enjoy fussing, then go ahead and fuss. If that's what causes you stress, then don't bother with it. Just paint easily, just anything you want. Create your own art piece. And I will come back later and share with you what I've completed. It's going to be really fun pulling off the tape, and we'll see the outline as well. So I'll see you back again for the final reveal. Thanks for painting with me tonight, and join me back again the next time.